Because they think that I want to make a sale, and I do want to make a sale. But I'm also smart enough to know that not every sale is the sale to be made. And I know that the selling process, and it is a process, has kind of a swing to it, right? It goes back and forth and back and forth, sometimes positive, sometimes negative. So if you think in terms of a pendulum, all right, and you look at the face of the clock, so we're going to say 3 o'clock, right? 6 o'clock is neutral. And we're going to say for our purposes right now that the sale is going to be at 3 o'clock. All right? The sale's at 3 o'clock. That's where we want to go. Right? This is the sale, which is at 3 o'clock. Okay? And let's just say for our illustration, our client is right here. They're right there between. So that's the pendulum. Our sale is 3 o'clock. 6 o'clock is neutral. 9 o'clock is no sale. And the phraseology that we use is you never get between your client and where you want them to go. Right? You never get between your client and where you want them to go, because now you're going to have to pull them. Right? You're going to have to pull them, and that's what you do not want to do. Right? If you don't want to pull them to where they are, you want to allow that pendulum to swing. So if you think of it in terms of the language, right? Because this person that wants to go to the sale is saying things like, well, Mr. Jones, you really should have your coverage, and life insurance is important, is part of your overall financial plan. Right? That's what every salesperson would say. Right? No. Because the negative sell approaches it differently. Right? You know, so Mr. Jones, I understand. Why would you want to spend, $100 a month for life insurance? You're 51 years old. You've never had it so far. Right? You seem to be doing okay. Why do you want to start now? Now, most people, when they hear that, that makes their blood run cold. You, as a salesperson, are telling them, why do you want to do it? You haven't done it for 51 years. Why do you want to do it now? Because I don't want to get between my prospect and where I want them to go. I'm going to be out here. I'm going to be the one that's actually talking about that negative reverse. I'm going to be the one that's going negative. Mr. Jones, why today? You haven't had life insurance for 59 years. What's so important about the 19th of March? What's so magic about today? If you don't get it today, it's no big deal. Right? You haven't had it for 59 years. What's so special about today? And now what Mr. Jones tells you is going to be gold. Well, my wife and I have been talking, and we're concerned about this, and with all the pandemic stuff. Right? What would a weak salesperson say? Oh, you're right, Mr. Jones. We need to get you covered immediately. No. Keeping in mind the pendulum theory, I'm not going to get between where he is and where I want him to go. I'm going to say something like, yeah, but Mr. Jones, you've already told me that money's tight. Right? And based on the policy that I think you're going to be interested in, you're probably looking at $100 a month. Should we keep talking? As opposed to what a weak salesperson would say, Mr. Jones, we can get you covered for $100 a month and we need to start immediately.